it is time to say goodbye. You have now completed, almost at least, this initial introduction to pharmacoepidemiology methods. We've covered these 10 different topics, and of course, as listed in the beginning, I hope to in the future include a few more bonus modules on specific subtopics of interest. An obvious question is, of course, what now then? Is there any suggested reading? And yes, there is. Quite a while ago, we asked everyone using Twitter at the time, saying, do you have any must-read pharmacoepi papers that we should put together as a list? And I met with a group of senior people within the International Society of Pharmacoepidemiology to then discuss the very many papers we received. And we ended up creating this list called 30 Pharmacoepidemiology must-reads. There's a link below this video so that you can access this particular link. It is also published as a letter to the editor in the Pharmacoepidemiology and Drug Safety journal, where to begin 30 must-read papers for newcomers to pharmacoepidemiology. So here we've tried to curate a list of 30 papers that will specifically sort of be tailored to the needs of a new pharmacoepidemiologist. In addition to these 30 papers, I will highly recommend the review series called Core Concepts in Pharmacoepidemiology. This is a series of papers published by the journal Pharmacoepidemiology and Drug Safety, and include papers such as the validation of health outcomes, or key bias arising in pharmacoepi studies, or visualization of positivity assumptions, just as a few examples listed here. So at the Pharmacoepidemiology and Drug Safety journal website, you can search for Core Concepts in Pharmacoepidemiology and find a selection of curated papers, including these are just examples. I already listed one or two of them in the talks previously, so there's a bunch of papers here tailored specifically for newcomers as well. While I have your attention, and as many of you will be junior researchers, the ones that are leveraging this video, I will also provide links to two other resources. One is my experiences and recommendations for sort of approaching your life as a PhD student and junior researcher, summarized here in this LinkedIn article. Again, link can be found below the video, on the biases and caveats that are in your own and our own approaches to supervision and establishing yourself as a researcher. Generally speaking, this is a matter of the perceived pressure from the system and the perceived idea of what one should be doing, which is quite often quite different from what your supervisor and the system actually wants you to do. And identifying this discrepancy can be a massive benefit to you as a student. And the final tool I'll share is this one. This is a prioritization guide, a how to say no, or how to prioritize your research efforts, in particular as a young or initial sort of getting established researcher. This is perhaps not relevant for the first year PhD student, but absolutely relevant once you are getting to the end of your PhD, and of course when you are becoming more established postdoc or beyond. So a brief tutorial here on how to say no or prioritize your research efforts. Thank you for taking this course and following all the way to the end. If you have any comments or questions for the videos or otherwise, here's my email address. You're also more than welcome to reach out and connect via LinkedIn. For my website link below, you can see my research and sort of any new papers, including quite a lot of methods stuff that is coming out. Thank you.